saints. Today's walk is regarding no hell for Israel. I hope it will spark your curiosity in learning about our Almighty Yah and to build your personal relationship with Him. Let us praise our Elohim with a song taught to our ancestor Abraham. As it is said, sing praises to Yahuwah every day. Eternal, mighty, holy Elohim only supreme, Thou who art self-originated, incorruptible, spotless, uncreate, immaculate, immortal, self-complete, self-illuminating, without father, without mother, unbegotten, exalted, fiery one, lover of men, benevolent, bountiful, jealous over me and very compassionate, Eli, that is my Elohim, eternal, mighty, holy Sabaoth, very glorious El, Joel, thou art he whom my soul hath loved, eternal protector, shining like fire, whose voice is like thunder, whose look is like the lightning, all-seeing, who receiveth the prayers of such as honor thee. Thou, O light, shinest before the light of the morning upon thy creatures, and in thy heavenly dwelling place there is no need of any other light than of the unspeakable splendor from the lights of thy countenance. Accept my prayer. Likewise, O also the sacrifice which thou hast prepared thee through me, who sought thee. Accept me favorably, and show me, and teach me, and make known to thy servant as thou hast promised me.
Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass they will soon wither, like green plants they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord, and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. A little while, and the wicked will be no more. Though you look for them, they will not be found. But the meek will inherit the land and enjoy peace and prosperity. The wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked.
Well, saints, this walk I struggled with, not in knowledge, but in actually putting it together and the notion of publicizing it. I prayed to our Father, and as you can see the result, I truly believe that Satan didn't want me to put this out to you, because my inner struggles went something like this. Hey, if you tell them, they, Yasharel, will continue to sin. If you tell them, they will think you are in fantasy land. If you tell them, some of them will think, why bother being a person of Yahuwah? If. So, yes, I was being attacked, and my Messiah came to my rescue with the spirit of the sword, which is His words. Something also I thought of was Luke chapter 16, verse 31. And He said unto them, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead. And John 17, verse 12, while I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scriptures might be fulfilled. So, saints, there are many words our Messiah has whispered in my ear to remind me that I must on a daily basis put on the whole armor of Yah. And I read Ephesians 6, verses 10 through 18. The translators of this book says that it's a collection of old world legends and tales. As humans, we only have ourselves to document history, and usually that history that is written is by the conquering nation. And as a child of the Most High YAH, we are directed by Him to always pray in supplication and in the Spirit to obtain the truth. So my walks that I share with you may be up for debate by some of you, but I'm really not here for that. I'm here to help you develop your own personal relationship with the Most High YAH and to provide added honey to your milk so as to enhance your personal walk with Him. One should never look to another man unless he is our Messiah for salvation. We must always pray to the Most High YAH to fill you with the Holy Spirit, aka the Ruach HaKodesh. You will then find the truth, which will bring you peace, and it will set you free from living in your sins, which is called iniquity. Note to always be on guard, as your enemy will pursue you daily. Remember, thus says our Elohim in Luke 10:19, Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. That is, over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. The author of Chronicles of Jerahmeel introduces himself and says, Behold, I am the youngest of my family. I, Eleazar, son of Asher, the Levite, have set my mind upon writing from precious and valuable secular books, for my spirit bore me aloft and filled me with enthusiasm in the day of my youth, when I was easygoing and keen-witted, for I saw many books scattered and dispersed here and there. I then resolved to collect them and unite them in one book. I then made a collection of the words of the wise and their aphorisms, and wrote them down in a book for the use of those who love parable and history, for wise men generally who are not otherwise occupied, in order that they may reflect upon these things, so that they may see and understand and know the truth concerning the few events which have taken place under the sun, and of the troubles and afflictions which our ancestors endured in their exile, and what vicissitudes they underwent when the tempest swept over them, so that they may not be forgotten by their seed. So, before we journey into the Chronicles of Jeremiah, let us visit some passages in our Holy Bible to establish a foundation. As our Father says, when two or more are present, not only is Yahusha present, but the word that is given to you is verified. Who are we to the Most High YAH? I would like to take you through what our Father has said from the beginning to the end of time through our Holy Bible, so that your spirit may remember. And I do say remember because we were there in the spirit from the beginning. I'm going to read all the different chapters as one. Thus says Yahuwah, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee in their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be Elohim unto thee, and to thy seed after thee. I have said unto you, Ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am Yahuwah, your Elohim, which have separated you from other people. For thou art a holy people unto Yahuwah thy Elohim. Yahuwah thy Elohim hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. I, Yahuwah, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thy hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, a light to lighten the Gentiles, and the glory of thy people Israel. Ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light. Saints, and finally in Revelation 21:3 reads, And I heard a great voice out of the heavens saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahuwah is with men. He will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahuwah himself shall be with them, and be their Elohim. This was all the voices over time, beginning with Genesis 17:7, Leviticus 20:24, Deuteronomy 7:6, Isaiah 42:6, 1 Peter 2:9, Luke 2:32, and Revelations 21:3. What works our Elohim is doing? We can see it in our Holy Bible. And if we would journey to the so-called lost scriptures, we would see that the Most High YAH is full of love and jealousy over us. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation, and I will give them a heart to know me, that I am Elohim, and they should be my people, and I will be their Elohim, for they shall return unto me with their whole heart. This shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith Yahuwah, I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. And I will make them one nation in a land upon the mountains of Israel. One king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. And I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph, and I will bring them together to place them, for I have mercy upon them, and they shall be as though I had not cast them off. For I am Yahuwah, their Elohim, and will hear them. And again, finally, saints, in Revelations 22:10 through 15 reads, And he saith unto me, Seal not the saying of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. He which is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. He that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the cities. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. These words once again come from our Father through our Bible. Deuteronomy 32, verse 21, Jeremiah 24, verse 7, Jeremiah 31:33, Ezekiel 37:22, Zechariah 10:6, and finally Revelations 22:10 through 15. Ever wonder what we should do? Deuteronomy 7:11 through 12 reads, Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them. Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments, and keep them, and do them, that Yahuwah thy Elohim shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers. Psalm 80, Verse 19 says, we ask in the Lord, turn us again, Yahuwah Elohim of hosts, cause thy face to shine, and we shall be saved. Acts 13, verse 47, for so hath the Lord commanded us, saying, I have set thee to be a light of the Gentiles, that thou shouldest be for salvation unto the ends of the earth. 2 Corinthians 6, verse 16 through 18 reads, and what argument hath the temple of Yahuwah with idols? For ye are the temple of the living Yah, as Yahuwah said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith Yahuwah Almighty. Hebrews 3:12 through 14. Take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief, in departing from the living Elohim. But exhort, that is, strongly encourage one another daily, while it is still called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. For we are made partaker of Yahusha, if we hold the beginning of our faith dutifully firm until the end. So, brethren, before I continue our journey in gaining knowledge of our Elohim via the Chronicles of Jerahmeel, I still have these one last passages to share from me from the Holy Bible, because they will be the connecting of the dots for you once we read this excerpt from Jerahmeel. So, Romans 11, verses 26 to 27 reads, and so all of Israel shall be saved. As it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. Okay, saints, here I would like to emphasize Romans 11, verse 26. So all of Israel shall be saved. Again, so all of Israel shall be saved. All of Israel shall be saved. Now, many will debate this about all of Israel being saved. And once again, I'm not here for debating. I'm here to help you see that obtaining wisdom, which is the beginning in the knowledge of Yahuwah, you must pray and fast for and to Yahuwah for all your answers, and he will deliver you the righteous answers. But the only way to establish a strong bond with anyone is to continue the relationship with them. So let's take a look at 1 John 1, verse 7, which reads, but if we walk in the light, as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach, his Son, cleanses us from all sin. Matthew chapter 5:48. This passage will be in the Chronicles of Jeremiah under the chapter of Paradise, and I will provide you a link later on in this walk presentation. It'll also be on it's found on page 43, verse 7. But let's quickly review one more time John 14, 2 through 3, where it says, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may also be. Yes, that is our King and our Messiah and our High Priest in the order of Melchizedek, aka Jesus Christ, the melanated one. In this particular excerpt from the Chronicles of Jerahmeel, we may deduce, if we review previous passages, that the author is talking about different houses made for different people. And as we read paragraph 6, we are told what type of house, who is there, and what is provided. We also are told who is not there. I strongly suggest, family, that you continue to read the Chronicles of Jeremiah for yourself, and I hope that you may find a little honey to add to your milk. More so, you will see what happens to Absalom and Korah, since they are not at this house. Well, not just yet. And you will see how all of this will tie in to our return of our Messiah. But reading this again for myself, I have been comforted by my Father regarding putting this walk out to you saints. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me read. 5. The second house, corresponding with this second gate, is built of silver and the walls of cedar. Therein do the penitent dwell, presided over by Manasseh. 6. The third house is built of gold and silver, wherein are to be found all the good things of heaven and earth, wherein every kind of foods and drink is arranged. In this house Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob dwell, as well as those who died in the wilderness, the generation of the wilderness, all the sons of Jacob and the 12 tribes, with Moses and Aaron presiding over all of them. There are also David and Solomon and Caleb, who is alive, every generation, except those of Absalom and Korah. Continuation of Chronicles of Jerahmeel. I also will have the link where I'm reading all of this. I would like to also point you to a YouTuber, Myra Waiters. She also has a presentation talking about Israel inheriting paradise in the Garden of Eden. This is the passage that I struggle with regarding presenting it, because my flesh was saying, if our people know that they will be saved no matter what, then will they do all kinds of bad things while they're here? But, of course, with much prayer and supplication, my Father in heaven responded first. The passage says that saints that do evil have their punishments while they're living in this world. Next, in the previous passage in the Chronicles of Jeremiah, in the spirit realm, if you do which displeases Yah, he will send you to Gehenna, hell, so to speak, like Absalom and Korah is at. Well, and now remember now, Absalom was the King David's son. He's the one who tried to kill King David and take the throne. And Korah was the man that went against Moses and convinced Aaron and the people waiting for Moses to return to sin and build the golden calf. But okay, let's continue to read the passage 7. It says, I saw their precious stones, beds of gold and of precious stones, and couches and prepared lights. David exclaimed, quote, These are prepared for my children who dwell in the world from which I have come. End quote. And I then said to him, Are not all the Israelites here? At this our ancestor Jacob interposed and said, All of Israel are my children, and they are not like the other nations of the world, nor are they like the children of Abraham, my grandfather, nor like the children of Esau, my brother. For whosoever of these performs good deeds in the world from which thou comest is rewarded there, and afterward descends to Gehenna. But my children, even the wicked among them, though they are punished, it is only during their lifetime. But after death, they inherit the Garden of Eden. Saints, let me read that part again. From the previous slide. This is a forefather Jacob, or your Israel, speaking. He's saying, all Israel are my children, and they are not like the other nations of the world, nor are they like the children of Abraham, my grandfather, nor like the children of Esau, my brother. For whoever of these performs good deeds in the world from which they comest is rewarded there, and afterward descends to Gehenna. But my children, even the wicked among them, though they are punished, it is only during their lifetime. But after death, they inherit the Garden of Eden. Saints, you are the light Yahuwah has hidden throughout this world. It is time to be one, that is, to love Him and love your people as your Elohim loves them and you. As I was taught, reprimand your family and your nation in private. Hey, pick up an email if you disagree with somebody. Pick up a telephone, send an email. But don't put it out for all to see, like on YouTube. I think we have enough people doing that. But definitely praise your people and the positive things they do, especially when they're coming together, and praising Yah. Shoot, we all are called liars, and they can only believe in God. We can study and study God. Shoot, Jacob said he studied God for 35 years, and he still was making mistakes because we're in the flesh. But God teaches us, so we shouldn't always be pointing fingers um, at those that might be preaching on the streets, those that might be preaching in a church setting, those that might be doing YouTubers, those might be on website, those might be handing out pamphlets, etc. Because if you think about it, maybe God did that so the word can get out to the four corners of the world. Maybe this was what he was talking about. Spread the word. The gospel is truly being taught now. The reason why he said maybe to spread it to the four corners of the world, because he knew he had scattered his people to the four corners of the world. And the gospel needed to get back to them so they can remember what they have forgotten. We have forgotten, and our heritage and all that we were was taken away from us. We were taught that our looks was not appealing when it's the most strongest and most beautiful thing that God had created. And the list just goes on. So if you're ever wondering, who am I? Look in the mirror. You're the one that God chose. You're the one God loves. You're the nation that's going to be one nation under Him, the Most High. The Most High God. So let us read 2 Corinthians 4:4-6. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahusha, which is the image of Yahuwah, should shine unto them. For we preach not ourselves, but Yahusha HaMashiach, and ourselves your servants for Yahusha's sake. For Yahuwah, who commanded the light to shine out of the darkness, has shined in our hearts to give the light of knowledge of the glory of Yah in the face of Yahusha. Romans 11:33-36 reads, Oh, the depth of the riches of both the wisdom and the knowledge of Yah! How unsearchable are His judgments, and His ways past finding out! For who hath known the mind of Yahuwah? Or who hath been his counselor? Or who hath given to him, and it shall be recompensed unto him again? For of him, and through him, and to him are all things, to whom be glory forever. Amen. So, saints, I know another, he's actually a preacher. You might have heard him, Omar Tebow, School of Hebrew. He loves to say this in the end, but it is beautiful, as all passages are. So I'm going to say it here too. Numbers 6, verses 24 through 26. Yahuwah bless thee and keep thee. Yahuwah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahuwah lift up his countenance unto thee and give thee peace. Remember, saints, one Yahuwah, one Messiah, one Ruach HaKodesh. So we are one nation under the Most High Yahuwah, our Elohim. All the saints, remember, look east and raise your eyes to heaven and pray to Yahuwah and await for our King Yahusha. Till the next time, Shalom.